Have you ever wondered why some people face life's hardest challenges with calmness and clarity, while others crumble under pressure? What if I told you that you could cultivate an inner strength so powerful that no setback, no criticism, and no failure could ever defeat you? Becoming undefeatable isn't about avoiding life's difficulties, it's about transforming how you respond to them. By applying timeless principles rooted in Stoic philosophy, you can unlock resilience, confidence, and a mindset that thrives no matter what life throws your way. Let's dive into this journey of becoming truly undefeatable, the Stoic path to inner strength. To become undefeatable is not to live without challenges, but to embrace them as stepping stones to growth. Life is unpredictable, filled with twists and turns that test even the strongest among us. Yet, as the Stoics believed, the true measure of strength isn't in controlling external circumstances, it's in mastering your internal world. They taught that by gaining control over your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you can become resilient in the face of life's hardships. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the understanding that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can always control how we respond. This principle empowers us to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to grow. Resilience isn't something you're born with, it's a skill that you build through intentional practice and discipline. Becoming undefeatable isn't about denying pain or suppressing emotions. It's about developing a mindset and habits that allow you to navigate life's difficulties with courage and composure. By mastering your mind, embracing discomfort, and living by your values, you can build a foundation of unshakable strength. Let's start with the first and most important step, mastering your mindset. 1. Master your mindset. The foundation of becoming undefeatable lies in mastering your mindset. Your mind is your most powerful tool. It shapes how you perceive the world and determines how you respond to challenges. The Stoics believed that our thoughts, not external events, are the source of our suffering. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Mastering your mindset starts with recognizing the power of perception. When faced with a challenge, your immediate thoughts can either empower you or weaken you. A failure, for instance, can be seen as a catastrophic loss or as an opportunity to learn and grow. The key lies in how you choose to interpret it. By reframing negative situations as chances for growth, you shift your perspective from one of helplessness to one of empowerment. One practical way to cultivate this mindset is through mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts throughout the day. Are they helping you move forward, or are they holding you back? When you catch yourself spiraling into negativity or self-doubt, pause and challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it useful? How can I reframe it in a way that serves me? Another critical aspect of mastering your mindset is staying present. The Stoics emphasized the importance of focusing on the here and now, rather than being consumed by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. By grounding yourself in the present moment, you can approach challenges with clarity and calmness. Mastering your mindset is not about ignoring reality or forcing positivity. It's about taking control of your inner narrative and choosing to see challenges as opportunities for growth. Over time, this practice strengthens your mental resilience, making you less reactive to external events and more focused on what truly matters. By mastering your mind, you lay the foundation for becoming truly undefeatable. 2. Embrace discomfort. To become undefeatable, you must learn to embrace discomfort. Growth and comfort rarely coexist. The Stoics understood this well and practiced voluntary hardship, deliberately exposing themselves to challenges to build resilience. They believed that by experiencing discomfort intentionally, they could better prepare themselves for life's inevitable difficulties. Discomfort is not something to fear, it's something to welcome. It's through discomfort that you grow stronger, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional. For instance, pushing your body through a challenging workout builds physical endurance, while facing a difficult conversation strengthens emotional courage. Discomfort is the training ground for resilience. Start by incorporating small acts of voluntary discomfort into your daily life. Skip a luxury you usually indulge in, such as your morning coffee, to remind yourself that you can function without it. Take a cold shower to build mental toughness. Walk a longer route to build patience and perseverance. These small acts condition your mind to handle larger challenges with greater ease. The next time you face an unexpected difficulty, instead of avoiding it or complaining, approach it with curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How will this make me stronger? By shifting your mindset from resistance to acceptance, you turn discomfort into a tool for growth. Remember, discomfort is temporary, but the strength it builds is permanent. The more you expose yourself to challenges, the more prepared you'll be to face whatever life throws at you. Embracing discomfort is not just about enduring, it's about thriving through adversity and emerging stronger on the other side. 3. Detach from external validation. One of the most liberating steps to becoming undefeatable is detaching from external validation. The Stoics taught that true strength comes from within, not from the opinions or approval of others. If your sense of worth is tied to how others perceive you, you'll always be at their mercy. To be truly resilient, you must learn to live for yourself, guided by your own principles and values. In a world dominated by social media and constant comparison, detaching from external validation can feel challenging, but it's also incredibly freeing. When you stop seeking approval from others, you gain the freedom to make decisions that align with your true self. You stop being controlled by the fear of judgment and start living authentically. To practice detachment, begin by questioning whose approval you're seeking and why. Are you making choices to impress others or to satisfy your own values? The Stoics remind us to focus on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and character, and let go of what we cannot, including the opinions of others. Another way to detach is to measure your success by your own standards, not by external validation. Instead of asking, "Did they like it?" ask, "Did I stay true to my values? Did I give my best effort?" By shifting your focus inward, you build a sense of self-worth that is independent of others' opinions. Detaching from external validation doesn't mean ignoring feedback or isolating yourself. It means valuing your own judgment above all and using external opinions as guidance, not as the sole measure of your worth. When you detach from the need for approval, you become unshakable, grounded in your own truth and free to live a life of integrity and purpose. 4. Strengthen emotional resilience. To be undefeatable, you must strengthen your emotional resilience. Emotions are natural and unavoidable, but how you respond to them determines your strength. The Stoics believed in responding with reason, not reacting impulsively. They taught that while you may not control your initial emotional reaction, you can always control how you act upon it. Emotional resilience begins with awareness. When you feel anger, frustration, or sadness, pause and observe your emotions without judgment. Ask yourself, what triggered this feeling? Is it worth my energy? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? This simple act of reflection gives you the power to choose your response rather than being controlled by your emotions. The Stoics also practiced a technique called premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils. This involves imagining potential challenges or setbacks and mentally preparing for them. By doing this, you're less likely to be caught off guard when difficulties arise, and you can approach them with calmness and clarity. Another powerful tool for building emotional resilience is gratitude. By focusing on what you have, rather than what you lack, you shift your perspective and reduce the power of negative emotions. Start a daily gratitude practice. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. Over time, this simple habit rewires your brain to focus on positivity, even in difficult situations. Emotional resilience isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about understanding them and choosing how to respond. By practicing mindfulness, gratitude, and premeditation, you build the mental and emotional strength to navigate life's challenges with grace and determination. 5. Develop unshakable focus. In a world full of distractions, focus is a superpower. The Stoics believed that clarity of purpose and dedication to meaningful tasks were essential to living a fulfilled and resilient life. Developing unshakable focus is not just about being productive. It's about channeling your energy toward what truly matters and avoiding the chaos of distractions that pull you away from your goals. Focus begins with knowing your priorities. The Stoics often reflected on the fleeting nature of time, urging us to use it wisely. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." To cultivate focus, you must first identify what's most important in your life. What are the goals, relationships, or values that deserve your attention? Once you're clear on your priorities, you can direct your energy toward them without hesitation. To strengthen your focus, start by eliminating distractions. In today's digital age, constant notifications, emails, and social media can fragment your attention and drain your mental energy. Create a dedicated workspace free from interruptions and set specific time blocks for deep work. During these periods, turn off notifications, silence your phone, and commit fully to the task at hand. Over time, this practice will train your brain to concentrate more effectively. Another powerful Stoic practice is single tasking, focusing on one thing at a time with full presence. Multitasking might seem efficient, but it actually reduces productivity and increases stress. When you give your full attention to a single task, you not only complete it more efficiently but also with greater quality and satisfaction. Finally, remember to reflect regularly on how you're spending your time. Ask yourself, am I investing my energy in things that align with my goals and values, or am I being pulled in directions that don't serve me? By staying mindful of your choices, you can ensure that your focus remains aligned with your purpose. Developing unshakable focus will make you more resilient, more productive, and better equipped to handle life's challenges with clarity and confidence. 6. Build your moral armor. Your values are your compass, and they form the foundation of your resilience. The Stoics believed that living according to virtues, such as courage, wisdom, temperance, and justice, creates a moral armor that protects you from external pressures and internal doubts. When your actions are guided by your principles, you become unshakable because you know you're living a life of integrity. Building your moral armor starts with self-reflection. Take time to identify your core values. What do you stand for? What matters most to you? Whether it's honesty, compassion, perseverance, or fairness, these values should serve as the foundation for your decisions and actions. The Stoics often ask themselves whether their choices aligned with their principles, and this practice can help you stay true to your values even in difficult situations. Living by your values won't always be easy. There will be moments when you're tempted to take shortcuts or compromise your principles for temporary gain. But every time you choose integrity over convenience, you strengthen your moral armor. This consistency builds trust in yourself, which is essential for resilience. You'll no longer second-guess your choices because you'll know they're rooted in what you truly believe. Another way to strengthen your moral armor is to surround yourself with people who share your values. The Stoics emphasize the importance of choosing companions who inspire and support you. When you're surrounded by individuals who uphold similar principles, it becomes easier to stay on track and remain steadfast in your convictions. Building your moral armor is not about perfection. It's about striving to live authentically and consistently. When your actions align with your values, you'll feel a sense of inner peace and strength that no external challenge can disrupt. This is the foundation of becoming undefeatable. 7. Conquer fear. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles to becoming undefeatable. It can paralyze you, cloud your judgment, and keep you from reaching your full potential. But the Stoics taught that fear is not something to run from. It's something to confront and overcome. As Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Understanding this truth is the first step to conquering fear. Fear often stems from uncertainty and the unknown. Our minds tend to magnify worst-case scenarios, making them seem far more daunting than they actually are. The Stoics practiced a technique called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, to combat this. They would visualize potential challenges or failures in advance, preparing themselves mentally and emotionally for the worst. By doing this, they reduced the power of fear and approached challenges with calmness and confidence. To conquer fear, start by breaking it down. What exactly are you afraid of? Is it failure, rejection, or the unknown? Once you identify the source of your fear, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? And how would I handle it if it did? By confronting fear logically rather than emotionally, you'll often find that it's not as overwhelming as it seems. Another way to overcome fear is to take action, even if it's a small step. Fear thrives on inaction, but when you start moving forward, you chip away at its power. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, begin by speaking in small groups. Each time you face your fear, you become stronger and more confident. Finally, remember that courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to act despite it. The Stoics believed that facing fear head-on builds resilience and character. By confronting your fears, you not only overcome them, but also grow into a more courageous and undefeatable version of yourself. 8. Accept what you cannot change. Acceptance is one of the most liberating principles of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that much of our suffering comes not from external events, but from our resistance to them. As Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." Learning to accept what you cannot change is a cornerstone of becoming undefeatable. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or passivity. It means focusing your energy on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses, while letting go of the rest. When you waste time and energy fighting against reality, you rob yourself of the clarity and strength needed to move forward. The next time you face a setback, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, practice letting it go. For example, you can't control the weather, but you can control how you dress for it. You can't change someone's behavior, but you can choose how you respond to it. By shifting your focus to what you can influence, you reclaim your power. Acceptance also helps you find peace in difficult situations. When you stop resisting reality, you create space for growth and adaptation. The Stoics believed that every challenge, no matter how painful, carries an opportunity for learning. By accepting what you cannot change, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and open the door to resilience. Acceptance is not about giving up. It's about gaining clarity. It's about recognizing what's within your control and taking decisive action while letting go of what's not. This mindset allows you to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and strength, making you truly undefeatable. 9. Strength through simplicity. In a world overwhelmed by complexity, simplicity is a rare yet powerful tool for building strength. The Stoics believed that clarity and resilience could only emerge when life is stripped of unnecessary distractions and complications. Simplicity doesn't mean doing less, it means focusing on what truly matters. When you declutter your mind, environment, and priorities, you create space for meaningful growth and clarity of purpose. Life today often feels chaotic because we are bombarded with options, commitments, and possessions. This overload clouds our judgment and leaves us feeling drained. Simplifying your life starts by asking a key question: does this add value to my life or distract me from my purpose? Whether it's your belongings, habits, or relationships, identifying what truly matters is the first step to simplifying. Start with your physical environment. Take a look around. How many items do you own that you don't use or need? Decluttering your space is a powerful way to reduce mental clutter as well. The Stoics practiced minimalism, understanding that the pursuit of material possessions often leads to unnecessary stress. By letting go of things that don't serve you, you make room for peace and focus. Simplicity also applies to your time. How many commitments have you made out of obligation rather than genuine desire or alignment with your goals? Evaluate how you spend your days and prioritize tasks that align with your values. Learn to say no to things that don't contribute to your growth or happiness. Each no frees up time and energy for what truly matters, Lastly, simplify your thoughts. The Stoics taught that we suffer more in our imagination than in reality. Avoid overthinking or creating problems that don't exist. Focus on the present moment and tackle one challenge at a time. When you embrace simplicity, you free yourself from the noise that drains your energy and attention. It's not about doing less, but about doing what's meaningful. Simplicity strengthens your resilience by helping you focus on what truly matters, making you better equipped to handle life's challenges with clarity and strength. 10. Embrace failure as a teacher. Failure is not an endpoint, it's a stepping stone to success. The Stoics understood that failure is an inevitable part of life and a powerful teacher. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that every setback carries within it the seed of growth, if you're willing to learn from it. Many of us fear failure because we associate it with weakness or incompetence. But failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's evidence that you're trying, learning, and growing. Every time you fail, you gain valuable insights that help you make better decisions in the future. To embrace failure as a teacher, start by changing your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Analyze what went wrong, identify areas for improvement, and take those lessons forward. Failure becomes a tool for growth when you use it to refine your approach. Another way to embrace failure is to celebrate your progress, not just the outcome. The Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on effort and intention rather than external results. When you measure your success by the actions you take rather than the results you achieve, failure loses its power to discourage you. Failure also teaches resilience. Each time you face a setback and choose to rise again, you build mental and emotional strength. You prove to yourself that you can endure difficulties and come out stronger on the other side. Over time, failure becomes less intimidating because you've learned to see it as part of the journey, not the end of it. By reframing failure as a teacher rather than an enemy, you gain the courage to take risks and pursue your goals fearlessly. This mindset makes you unstoppable, allowing you to grow and thrive no matter what challenges you face. 11. Surround yourself with strength. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your ability to stay resilient. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The Stoics emphasize the importance of choosing companions who inspire, support, and challenge you to grow. To become undefeatable, you must build a circle of strength around you. Start by evaluating your current relationships. Are the people in your life uplifting and encouraging you? Or are they draining your energy and holding you back? This doesn't mean cutting ties with everyone who isn't perfect, but it does mean prioritizing relationships that bring out the best in you. Seek out individuals who share your values, challenge you to grow, and support you in times of difficulty. The Stoics also believed in the importance of role models. Surrounding yourself with people who exemplify the qualities you aspire to develop can inspire you to become better. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or even a historical figure whose life you admire, look for examples of strength, integrity, and resilience to guide you. At the same time, be mindful of the energy you bring to your relationships. Are you contributing positivity and support, or are you adding to the negativity? Building strong, meaningful connections requires mutual effort and a willingness to uplift others as well. When you surround yourself with strength, you create an environment that nurtures resilience and growth. Your relationships become a source of support during challenges and a reminder of your potential. A strong community is one of the most powerful tools for becoming truly undefeatable. 12. Train daily for resilience. Becoming undefeatable isn't a one-time achievement. It's a lifelong practice. Resilience is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. The Stoics believed in daily practices to cultivate mental and emotional strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Daily training for resilience begins with small, intentional habits. Start your day with mindfulness or journaling to reflect on your goals and set a positive tone. These practices help you focus on what's within your control and let go of unnecessary worries. Regular reflection strengthens your mental clarity and prepares you to face challenges with composure. Physical exercise is another essential component of resilience training. A strong body supports a strong mind, and the discipline required for consistent exercise builds mental toughness. Whether it's running, yoga, or weightlifting, find an activity that challenges you physically and helps you develop perseverance. Gratitude is a powerful practice for building resilience. Each day, take a moment to appreciate what you have and acknowledge the positives in your life. Gratitude shifts your perspective, reducing the impact of negative emotions and helping you stay grounded during difficult times. Finally, challenge yourself regularly. Take on tasks that push you outside your comfort zone, whether it's learning a new skill, facing a fear, or tackling a difficult project. Each challenge you overcome builds confidence and reinforces your ability to handle adversity. Resilience is not something you're born with. It's something you build through consistent effort. By incorporating daily practices that strengthen your mind and body, you create a foundation of strength that allows you to face life's uncertainties with courage and grace. Becoming undefeatable is not about living a life free of challenges. It's about transforming the way you respond to them. It's about building a mindset, habits, and relationships that make you stronger with every obstacle you face. By mastering your mind, embracing discomfort, living by your values, and training daily for resilience, you create a foundation of unshakable strength. This journey isn't easy, but it's worth it. Each step brings you closer to becoming the person you were meant to be: resilient, confident, and unstoppable. Remember, resilience isn't something you're given. It's something you earn through discipline and intentional effort. Apply these principles to your life, and you'll discover that no setback, no criticism, and no failure can defeat you. You have the power to rise above any challenge and thrive. You have the power to become truly undefeatable.